After remarrying, she suddenly started having morning sickness. But she tried for 7 whole years and never gotten pregnant. How could this happen now? What am I even thinking? There's no way. She tossed the pregnancy test in the trash carelessly. But the second she turned around, she froze in shock. Turns out she'd been diagnosed infertile the first year she married her ex. Back then, she felt helpless and lost, having no clue what to do. Out of desperation, she brought up divorce to her husband first. Her husband said right away he didn't want kids, he only wanted to stay by her side. They planned to spend their lives together, and he thought true love could beat any obstacle. He thought true love could beat every hardship standing in their way. But her mother-in-law kept calling nonstop, nagging them for a grandkid, and their peaceful life fell apart. Everything changed completely. Your cousin's got a grandson already, why hasn't Xujing had one yet? Mom, I've got my own plans. Son, I'm getting old. Can't you think about me for once? Don't let Xujing drag you down. The woman stood quietly behind her husband, not saying a word. She knew exactly how hard her husband had it, a successful only son in his 30s. How could he never have kids of his own? Over those 7 years, she tried every treatment, chugging bitter herbal medicine bowl after bowl. Endless ovulation shots, cramping after every IVF round, and the agonizing wait for test results. Plus all the weird stares from people around her, she'd endured so much. But nothing ever worked out. She'd jolt awake in the middle of the night, rush to the mirror like she'd lost her mind, pretending she was carrying a baby. She never imagined her husband would be the one to give up first. I'm sorry. Let's get divorced. 7 years of love all gone because she couldn't have children. Her ex was getting married the next month to a girl his mom set him up with. She didn't beg him to stay, maybe after 7 years. She'd cried all her tears dry. All she said was, "Wish you all the best." For the first time ever, she felt light and free. The second she dragged her suitcase out the door, he crumpled to the floor. Sobbing uncontrollably. It's good, at least he can still cry. Not long after, she got his wedding invitation in the mail. He'd moved on from all their pain and started a brand new life. And he even wanted her there to celebrate him. Furious, she tossed the invitation aside right away. Just then, her boss called her into the office. He asked if she'd ever thought about remarrying. Her boss thought highly of her and knew everything she'd been through. Funny enough, his son couldn't have kids either, just like her. We don't want much from anyone. We just want him to find someone to settle down with peacefully. You're a great girl and we know you well. I know this sounds sudden and honestly a little harsh to say, but you two would be a perfect match. His son works in urban planning, stable job, owns a house and car, he's really well off. If she married him, she wouldn't have to stress over daily chores at all. They'd just be companions living together, no more people whispering behind her back. Thinking back on all the judgmental stares she'd gotten over the years, she figured another person in the same boat wasn't such a bad idea. She agreed to marry him right away, and they set a date to sign marriage papers at the Civil Affairs Bureau the next day. The second he stepped out of his car, all her attention locked onto him. Tall, handsome, gentle, and polite. She knew someone with his great circumstances wouldn't still be single. If he wasn't infertile, they got married without a hitch. He moved her into their new house, but she never expected what he did next. Her rushed marriage husband had set up a separate bedroom just for her. We're sleeping in separate rooms? What else did you expect? Yeah, we're just roommates with a marriage license, no real romance between us. Day after day, they treated each other respectfully, less like spouses, and more like people sharing an apartment. 2 cold stones sitting side by side, no love for each other at all. 4 calm, easy months let her finally break free from 7 years of trauma. The next morning, she walked downstairs after waking up to a full breakfast he'd made. But one whiff of the food made her nauseous instantly. The food smelled terrible to her. Her period was already 3 days late this month. Could I actually be pregnant? She rushed to the bathroom to take a test. Her heart was pounding out of her chest. She thought back to 7 years of negative pregnancy tests every single time. She told herself this was just another false hope. Forget it. What am I even thinking? It's impossible. She tossed the test stick into the trash casually. But when she stood up, she caught sight of 2 distinct pink lines on the test.